Book your driving lesson now
at dla-driving.co.uk.
Sponsored by DLA Driving Schools.
Hello and welcome to O Run the Town. I don't know what happened there. Merry Christmas, everyone. And what a fantastic gift we got this year as we turned around a game in the last, 3 minutes? 4 minutes, 3 minutes, and we beat Derby County 2-1. We're going to talk about that in more detail as usual. As it's Christmas, we've been thinking about what is your favourite thing around the Christmas football time and what are your good Christmas memories from football games? We'll have a chat about that too. We may just have, fellas, we may just have a very small Christmas quiz. We got your three word reviews and much more. Oh my God, look at the size of that pint that I'm not drinking and it's already gone to heaven. It's terrible. With me tonight, there's a full house. We've got Bataro, Darren and Steve. Welcome along, fellas.
Good evening. Good evening.
Gentlemen.
I couldn't have mucked that intro up anymore if I tried. Let's be fair.
It's certainly good, though. Don't worry about it, mate.
Look, there are different opinions about the game. We're going to talk about it in more detail. Probably the last game under the lights we've got this season at the moment, unless there's some TV rescheduling. I walked out the stadium quite happy in the end.
Oh, I mean, you got to be happy, you 3 points at home. So, yeah, it was nothing to write home about, but got the job done.
But that's the point, isn't it? It's job done, isn't it, Darren?
Well, just about. Yeah, it depends which way you look at it. Yes, result-wise, but let's be honest, guys. Probably one of the worst football games I've ever watched.
You did say that during the match. You did put a text out during the match, and I said to you, well, you're far too young. I've seen worse than that.
We've seen some proper shite going back in the years, yeah.
Look, we all talk about, wanting to be entertained and wanting to see some good football, but at the moment, we just want the points, don't we?
Certainly at home, absolutely, because away from home we're abysmal at the moment. So it's making it more important that we do stuff at home, and we are getting those results at the moment. What I will say, I watched the game back the next day on telly, and it didn't seem that bad at all. Derby weren't any better than us from how I saw it on telly. I didn't think it was an awful game. I mean, people have been really saying what a stinker it was. Mm-hmm. Watching it on telly the next day, maybe because I didn't have the nerves and I knew that what the score was going to be, it didn't look as bad as I thought it was going to.
Steve, that first half was...
No, I'm saying on telly, it didn't. Yeah, it just didn't look that bad.
Well, how did they jazz that up? Because that first half was as miserable a football game as you could ever watch. You're saying Derby were no better than us. No, both teams were awful. Derby are rubbish, by the way, but it was as a spectacle. The football game was dire, absolutely dire.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Grinch.
I can only go by what I'm seeing.
I also had, what I do remember of it, I'll be honest, I was very drunk, and that's
a surprise.
This is why I'm going to struggle today.
We started very early.
Yes, we did. I think it was a couple of days off and whatever else for most people around the table, but. I think tonight's going to be a struggle for me, trying to,
Well, it doesn't matter. It's a struggle or not. What I would say about the game personally is that I definitely have seen worse. And then when you look at the highlights, I agree with Steve, when you look at the extended highlights, for instance, we created quite a few opportunities in the first half. The football might not have been perfect, but there were a few good opportunities, I thought.
I think looking at the stats, because I had to look at it at half-time, I think, I don't think they had one shot on target. I think we had 8 shots with one on target, I think, if I can remember rightly, and I think that sums it up.
Yeah, I really liked Krause looked good to me, and Anderson. I really liked Anderson. It's obviously been ages since we've seen him, but he seemed to be really key. He was organising. You could see he was leading the line, and I know he was the central figure in that. So you expect it, but he seemed to revel in that. And I thought he put in a really good performance. I was delighted to see him back and do what he done.
Based on that, then, would you guys suggest that he might be a continued starter for us now?
I think with the injuries that we've got at the moment, I think absolutely. I mean, for me, Anderson is obviously. I think guys, you know obviously how I feel about him. I think he's a brilliant player, and I'll say it to people all the time. And they go, "Oh, he's played for Barnsley, this and that. He's not proven at this level." I think that's a bit unfair because I think he is proven at this level. Barnsley. He had two really good seasons. Even the season they went down, he was really good for him. But not only that, he's a presence. He's still young as well. Like you say, leadership qualities as well.
Yeah, I mean, we just haven't seen him enough. But so he was absolutely thrilled to be back. You could tell that. I thought he put in a good performance, and I just liked the authority that came with him being out on the pitch.
And he will improve as well.
Yeah, and you talk about our defensive frailties and that. A lot of that is maybe at times miscommunication as well as individuals making mistakes. With that authority and leadership, maybe one or two of those mistakes won't happen moving forwards. We just need to try and keep him fit.
Yeah.
Moving on. Well, let's just dip into the game because, we can see where this goes because I really want to do the quiz with you guys later. We've run out of time. We can't do it. Let's
drag this out, lads.
It's
I'm going to win it, so
it's Christmas Eve if you're going to be listening to this one. So, all good. 3-word reviews from Luton Town 2, Derby County 1. Mark says snatch and grab. Clive, very, very lucky. Ian, wins a win. Jamie, never give up. Lockie, didn't deserve it. David, early Christmas present. Gary, Pelly deserves more. Frank, Woodrow's set pieces. Paul, build on this. And Panam Hatter and many others said Pelly, Ruddock and Banzu. Do you want to just pick one each, guys?
Can I go with... I'll go with... I think we've seen it differently, Steve. So I want to go with my one. Clive, very, very lucky. Look, we are very, very lucky. I think for me, let's not get carried away. It was a woeful, from my eyes, a woeful performance from us again. He's persisting with the 5 at the back, with Moses and Chong as wing backs. They're not wing backs. I just think we're absolutely obliterated with injuries and everything. But he's so adamant to stick to this formation, and their first goal shows you play against a better team and they're going to score more goals because look at what Chong did. I know we'll come to the first goal. Yeah. So, we are very, very lucky. I know you've got to keep going to the end, but if we'd done stuff throughout the game, then you might have gone, we deserve something. But we did nothing, absolutely nothing for me in the game that warranted anything from it.
Neither did they.
No, neither did they, because they are awful, Steve. Yeah. But look, on 88 minutes up in the Kenilworth Road end, I don't know whether you heard it. It's the first time I heard Edwards out. There was a little chant. Oh wow! Really? It was a handful of people, but on 88 minutes.
Yeah, wasn't that Nathan Jones up in the corner?
I think it might have been.
He started it.
But no, but it's true. On 88 minutes, you're looking at it going, you wouldn't be surprised if the away fans singing you're getting sacked in the morning. Edwards is not. Look, we know he isn't going to be sacked because we're Luton Town. But any other manager would be going, oh my God, I'm in trouble here. On 88 minutes, he's in trouble, and he. By hook or crook, he got bailed out of it, and we are very, very lucky.
You could counter-argue that he made tactical changes and got himself out of it, to be fair.
It was nice for Pelly to get some time, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I sort of disagree with the Edwards out thing. I don't think that helps at a game. I don't agree with how shite must you be if you're... if we're winning a game. I don't agree with that chant.
But Derby was singing that when they were 1-0 up. It's just one of those stereotypical songs that.
But it bit him on the arse. But if you're playing for your club and you're just hearing people sing that about you, it's not great.
No, it isn't.
Steve, pick a 3-worder, mate.
Never give up.
There you go.
Never give up. And you know what? We'll talk about the goals.
Yeah,
but
that's my job.
They were 2 shots that were both on target. The second one. Was charged down by the defender with his arms. I'm sure we wouldn't have been given a penalty for it because it was only both hands. But Pelly's shot was on target.
Yeah.
Luckily, it wasn't my backside because it would have gone for a throw-in. They were 2 shots on target and undoubtedly a load of luck. But we'll have that.
Bataro, one more from you.
I'll just go in the middle. I'll go for a win's a win because at the end of the day, that's the main thing. and that's all I can look at. So I woke up the next morning and I thought, we won the game. Don't really matter now, does it?
So the one change that we made at the beginning of the game, Addison was for Hashi, and it was Addison's first start since we played Tottenham in October. It seems a long, long time coming.
Yeah.
And you forget what type of player he was, don't you? And do you know what? I genuinely thought we started all right. Now, entertaining or not, Darren, I think we created more chances. I think we had a couple of really decent chances. Think of the Morris header, for instance, that just went past the post. I think he should have scored there.
Yeah, but look, we're the best of a bad bunch. That's how I can put it. You're right, we did generate chances. We did do bits, but...
God, he is squinchy today, isn't he?
I'm sorry. I don't know. Look, we keep turning up, going, it's going to be different. We're gonna turn the corner. We're gonna look. They're set up to play away, but we haven't got the players that can play how Edwards wants them to play. The players aren't skillful enough to play through the thirds and play football. We're playing in this kind of style where he wants to play it around and everything, but the players aren't there, and we end up just long balling it, let's be honest, and we generate an odd chance here and there, and we're not prolific enough to score loads of goals off those chances.
I mean, that Morris header that he put wide, it was a real sort of reaction to it. It was sort of on him right at the last minute. He'll be disappointed that it didn't go in.
You'd expect him to put one in, would you?
I don't know if I'd have expected him to put that one away, because I thought it was just on him quickly. He didn't really have any real time to sort of, be ready for it and put it away. If he'd have had any time, then I think he would have put it away.
But Luton were on top at that point, and they were definitely on top. But Tara, you're looking at me saying, I can't remember. I've had too much to drink. But
Yeah, I mean, I can remember it's coming back to me in patches. That's about it.
we had Chong had a chance. Jacob Brown had a chance in the first half.
Chong's one where he cut it. He obviously cut inside and then whipped it.
He went
past.
inside and then outside the guy. And
But again, he's going to, because for me, he's playing on the wrong side.
But there was two times, and the second time he went back outside and crossed it with his right foot, which ended up being a dirty scuff. But
look, Chong is playing out of position, so that's where he's been put. That's where he has to try and play.
I still think that's criminal, by the way, putting Chong at left wing back or right wing back or wherever you're going to play him.
If you're going to play a left wing back, then who would you put there, Patara?
Well, at the moment,
Yeah, exactly that. At the moment, who would you put there?
Change the formation to suit the players you've got.
I mean, I'll be honest, like straight away, I think, I can't remember if Darren or Steve said it, but obviously I straight away put MNC, so Moses and Chong as fullbacks. That is criminal. I said this last week as well, and I cannot understand it, how he keeps going with it.
But given
It's criminal.
But given who's available, forget tactics at the moment, because the tactics we're playing is the one that you picked that night. Who would you start there differently, or who can you start there differently?
I mean, I understand what you're saying at the moment, but I don't even know in my own head at the moment what the injury situation is. I know obviously Moses he can play right wing back, but I'd rather like a defensive minded player. Maybe in the Canberra left back. I know that sounds stupid. I'd rather him than bloody Chong, because Chong cannot defend.
It's not his job, is it? That's the point. He's been put in that position. He's out of position. So, and you're quite right. If you're not playing the right formation, then someone has to go there.
Yeah.
So the question
Don't
was,
get me wrong. I'm not saying the Canberra's
who can
played, by
go
the
there
way.
other than him, given our current problems?
Wow.
You give Joe
really.
Johnson a go.
Yeah, I mean, he has played that left wing back role before, hasn't he?
And ultimately, you just say, look, you focus on the defending side of things. Look, Chong is great going forwards, but can't do the defensive.
No, I was going to say
probably Joe Johnson could do the defensive, but not the going forward.
Yeah, if you're asking anything of Chong defensively, then you almost get what you deserve.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you know he's not going to do it.
But he's not a defender. That's what
That's right. So you don't put him in that position to ask him to do
Exactly.
it. I mean, that cross, he was the wrong side of him, and then he made a lame effort,
God, yeah.
and then he just put his hands on his arm.
Well, but just before we talk about that goal, it did happen before the goal. We did it, and he did that as well. He should have seen that one coming.
Yeah.
It happened before the goal too. But I put it again, given the formation we're using, given the team and the squad we got fit, who's the alternative?
Well, you've got to tweak the formation, haven't you? I think he said it before, though. We can play, like, we have to learn how to play different styles of football, like whatever else, to like adapt. We're not adapting. We're playing the same thing. It's almost like he's stuck in a mental breakdown and doesn't know what to do. It's almost like that in a way. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't want to disrespect Rob Edwards, but it's ridiculous. You cannot play that formation. If you haven't got the players possible to play that formation, then don't play it. Revert back to a 4 or whatever you have to do. It's crazy.
Can you remember in the first half Kaminsky having to make a save?
No, because they didn't have a shot on target because they're awful.
Darren keeps making that point, isn't he? He's like, it's awful.
That's how bad the game it was. Kaminsky didn't even need to be there.
No, you wouldn't think it's Christmas in a couple of days, would you? Well,
But what I'm saying is, I don't think it was necessarily a masterclass from our defence. I just think Derby were that poor.
Well, they went in front just after the first half, just at the beginning of the second half.
Yeah.
And like we've already said, the cross could have been stopped. We always say, if you stop the crosses, they can't score.
Yeah.
If you're going to get beaten by a great goal.
But-
Yet, defensively, it was poor.
But it started from even earlier than that because Kraus, who I think had a decent game, but he's another player that's so much better going forward. He's the one that can break the lines. He can play that ball. But Kraus, such a weak, poor pass in the middle of the park, trying to pass it back to the defence, either trying to keep that ball, playing it again, playing this style of football that our players can't really play. They're not good enough. Technically, footballers to play that way, they're not, But so he's played this pass. They've cut it out quite easy, and then they build from there. It goes wide, and well, like we said, then Chong may as well not have been there.
Yeah. I mean, but to me though as well, there is really no excuse for being that inept. All he had to do was to be the right side of him.
Yeah, he was incredible.
And you're balled out at school football if you're not goal side of your man, regardless of what position you're playing. And then just be a nuisance. If he'd have just jumped, it wouldn't have happened.
Just put
there is that
form of pressure on him. That's it. That's what you have to do, is put some form of pressure on it. The fact they hit wrong, it made the goal look really good, like the way he directed the header and whatever else. Like first, cracking header. Then I look at it back on a replay, I'm like, really?
Because you can see on Sky as well, a couple of moments after that, Morris is sort of having a conversation with Chong, maybe, advising him of the error of his ways. Yeah.
But he'd done it previously, just before the goal it happened, and you're thinking, that is a basic goal side thing, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Chong, who got man of the match, by the way.
That's
and because
what the sponsors or the Sky one.
Why do you think that they gave him man of the match then?
Because they had to pick someone. I'll get a ticket for my mate Paul, but me and Paul always sit there and go, "Who do you think?" With 5 minutes to go, and we went, "Oh my God, someone's got to pick a man of the match here." So, do you know what I mean? You had to look out there and go, "You got to pick one of them."
Well,
and I guess he got forward slightly better than others.
I would suggest that if I was match sponsor for that day, you'd probably pick one of the two last goal scorers.
Yeah,
just because of the moment that creates. That's what I would have done.
Yeah, but you got to pick it 5 minutes before time.
In which case, that is a good point. I would say, can we defer it till the end of the game? Why do you need to announce? Hey, that's another question. Why do you need to announce the man of the match before the match is finished?
Because the sponsors paid a lot of money to have their name read out.
But they can read it out at the end when everybody's cheering and we've won.
A bit like DLA when Morris scores.
Yeah,
and you never hear it.
No, okay. So Derby's goal, come on. We could have done better for that.
Yep.
And then we had a period of time when I felt that Derby were probably on top and could have scored again, but we almost equalised straight away though. We almost equalised straight away, didn't we? With was it Morris?
I know Adebayo. Yeah, it was a good header, and I'll tell you what, I like this header. It went wide, but he was bullying the defender. He completely outmuscled him, and he headed it near post, but it went just wide. Mm-hmm. But I did like the way he was bullying the defender, and that's what I want to see that more from Elijah, because he's got it all. He's got the height, he's got the strength, and he, we've seen it with like the Forest goal away, and then that's
probably my favourite goal
and
ever,
then the Everton one at home when he came back after the long injury. You can see him sort of being so physical and just pushing the defender out the way. That's when I really like. For me, Elijah is best.
Elijah as well.
Yeah.
I was going to think about that period of time where it was under the cosh a bit. They created a couple of chances, but I can only again remember Kaminsky making maybe one
at the near post, quite low down.
One, maybe two saves. Yeah, one where it hit his legs.
Yeah, it was a good save. I mean, if that had gone in, he'd have been really gutted with that. But it was a competent save.
Fairly easy. But
Rob makes a change. Do you know what? When the other thing I want to say, when Derby scored, there was a few boos behind me. I don't know if anyone else heard boos, but there was boos when Derby scored, and I'm just thinking, come on, we just got to get behind the team now. And it's not the happy clapping stuff all of that. You're there to support the team, try and motivate them to go on.
But this
and score.
is it. Try and motivate. It's difficult. It is very difficult.
It's
to
difficult,
motivate.
but that's what you're there for, right?
Yeah, no, of course. Well, we're also there to watch our team try and play some good football as well. I mean, but that's what we pay our money for. But and it
I
does
put
get
it
a
to
bit
you,
tedious.
if-
Dave, hang on.
Right,
Sorry,
I'm
2
sure-
seconds. It does get very tedious when you turn up every week and you're watching utter shit.
I get that.
It is.
I get that. But if Luton played terrible every single game and got promoted, you wouldn't care.
Well,
Or
I
if,
mean,
if
come
we
on, I
played
mean,
if we played crap and scrapped to 1-0 or a 2-1 or a last minute goal every single week,
Yeah.
it wouldn't bother you.
But do you
If we
think the
won
motivation would be there to
if-
like sit there and go, oh, this is great, amazing, like
But
cheer yourself up?
we're not playing rubbish and scraping 1-0. This was probably one of the first times we scraped something from playing so poor. So we're not doing that. I know what you're saying, Dave, but we're not even doing. We're playing poor and barely getting through games.
We all go to be entertained most of the time. And we all got to accept that sometimes the team doesn't play very well.
Oh no, we get that. We're not stupid. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'll agree that the booing thing is ridiculous.
Our
We
home
don't do that,
form,
but-
our home form on results isn't that bad.
No.
no,
And had we,
No, the home form isn't.
converted some of those away games, we'd have been in a much better position than we're in now.
Yeah, I know, but it's just the manner and how we're doing things at the moment.
Okay, so
It's all, like I said, it's almost like a mental breakdown. in a
So
way.
Rob changes the team. 20 minutes to go. Pelly, Corley, and Zach Nelson come on, and I'm thinking, well, we're running out of time. 20 minutes is still a good amount of time for your players to be on, but we're running out of time. I don't know how it's going to come out. And then you get that glorious moment when we equalise. You think we're going to get a point. For me, the goal was brilliant. I mean, Steve, you touched on it earlier. It was a deflection, but Pelly's strike was.
Yeah, it was
Spot on.
it was a nice volley. You got to think it would probably have been saved, but lovely. If you don't shoot,
That's
then
it, yeah.
you've got no chance of it going in.
And give me his dues. And Taylor was on by then and won the free kick, but Woodrow chipped a nice ball in.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah,
Fair.
So all the substitutions that he made made an impact on the
yes,
game.
yeah, they did.
So I'm happy at 1-1.
Yeah,
I didn't think I'd see the next bit come in, but I felt that the goal gave the crowd a boost. It gave the team a boost.
Yeah,
And within 2-3 minutes, 2 minutes, was it 2 minutes or 3 minutes? I can't
I
remember.
think 3 minutes. But again,
Oh, yeah, it's written down there. Thanks.
the Sky commentary, when I listened to it, watched it again the next day, they commented. They said the ground is really picking up. You can feel it.
Because the players gave us something to
Yeah.
get up about.
Yeah,
a bit more energy.
On the Sky commentary, I think you'll find that the commentator, whose name I don't remember, said Adebayo had been flat for the whole second half, and he pops up with that. And I'll take that all day long.
Probably should have scored.
Should have done.
Should have
Yeah.
scored, yeah.
Should have showed because it deflected to him.
Yeah, yeah.
He was central. Again, got to put him away. However,
Yes, yeah.
Holmes will be happy if it's been for his backside scores a goal, and then 90+2 Colton Morris.
That's what we're talking about, Dave. The Zach one.
Carlton Morris. I'm talking about Carlton Morris now.
yeah.
I'm confused. Hang on, I'm very
No,
confused.
I was just talking.
Sorry,
No. I was saying earlier the Sky
Oh,
commentator
right.
said that Adebayo had been flat for the whole. He hadn't seen him for most of the second half. Very quiet, he said.
Yeah. So obviously the second goal it starts for us that it deflects to Adebayo, who's central.
Who should? Adebayo should have scored.
Yeah,
100%,
should have put it away.
100%.
Yeah.
Keeper parries it, and then it goes.
I do like
goes
the
to
way,
Morris.
actually, the way you mentioned Joe Taylor there, the way that he stepped away to allow Carlton to score. He sort of got out of the way.
Well, if you have a look, when it rebounds to Adebayo, Taylor actually goes and puts his hands up because
Yeah.
he's almost celebrating Adebayo scoring. He actually went like that and went, oh, he didn't.
Yeah.
And then got out, and like you said, fair play. Got
Got out of
out.
the
He
way.
made himself a little bit of a nuisance, didn't he, Taylor? He won, like I said, one free kick. He was there or thereabouts. It was good to see him out there.
It was, but as I say, Morris's shot was on target. It was charged down by the defender with his hands. It happened to
Yes,
go in.
Rush
and,
goalie.
And you know what? You gotta love it. A last minute winner like that. The celebrations. It was that real.
Yes,
It was a
yeah.
much higher pitch of celebration. It was one of those oh my god moments, and they're great. They're great. I mean, the Derby fans were absolutely gutted, but if you don't shoot, you don't get a chance
This
to
is
score
it.
it.
This is exactly it. And we always say the same thing. If you don't put it like it's the same thing with a cross as well. If you got the ball when you try and play backwards and just try and go back in the box again, like just drill the fucking thing in the box.
Thing is,
It's the same as shooting.
Morris is getting a bit of a sort of a poacher sort of head, you know, like the Sheffield Wednesday winner. You know, he just seems to be there to mop it up and just put it away.
I think yourself, Steve, was saying it a few weeks back. That's where we want Morris.
Yeah.
We don't want him doing all the dog's work out
yeah.
and, you know, tracking back on the
Yeah.
halfway line out.
Exactly.
You know, we want him in the box as a poacher because he's a goal scorer.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm going to take those 3 points. Fantastic Christmas
Yep,
present. As you're
exactly.
listening to this, probably on Christmas Eve, and you're going into the Christmas period, you know, it's looking better than it was, but this next 3 days or the next 3 games over the Christmas period, New Year period could be.
Yeah, thanks to the fixtures guy as well. Bristol City away, and then a few days later, Swansea away.
Yeah, well,
Cheers, man. Nice
could
one.
be worse. Well, talking about Christmas, as we are, I really do want to do the Christmas quiz, and I've got some questions for you guys that I think you'll like. So I think we're just going to maybe run a little bit quicker over than we normally would. But have you got any favourite things that sort of Luton Town related around Christmas? Shall I start with you, Darren?
Oh, what the cheerful one.
Oh, the Grinch is in again, isn't he?
Okay, well, just to keep with my Grinch side of things, I'm desperately trying to remember a happy game over Christmas, but the one that sticks in my mind is an unhappy one, typically. But it's just because I was a young lad. No. I just remember it. I was a young lad, and we went down to Selhurst Park on the Bobbers coach. It's a pig of a journey getting in there on the coach. We go into the ground, sit down, and I took one look at the pitch and went, well, this ain't happening. Literally 2/3 of it was frozen,
Oh,
and they were
Torval and Dean were going up the wing, weren't they?
like all the players, both teams were trying to warm up on the one area that had got a bit of sun. You think, I mean, this is never going to happen. Sat in the ground, freezing, and then it gets called off. You get back on that bus to come all the way home.
I remember exactly that, and it was exactly the same. Because we were standing up in that open bit right in the corner.
Yeah.
Walked in with my brother. I went, well, this ain't on. this ain't happening.
So,
You think, Jesus.
Sorry, I'll start with a bit of a miserable
Although-
one, but it sticks in my
Fair
mind.
play. What year was this, by the way? Does anyone know?
Oh, no, he's old.
I was a kid a while ago.
Was I even born?
I'm going to say probably not.
But Tara, you weren't born, you were created.
Yeah, true, mate. You're right there.
I've got a couple of favourite Watford games that we've played on Boxing Days. One for the wrong reason, because my then girlfriend and my brother's girlfriend decided they would cheer on Watford because they had better looking legs, which is a bit bizarre. And we lost 2-0. But my favourite Watford was Watford away, last minute goal. I remember we're just leaving. We're on the my dad said we have to leave. We have to walk up the terrace. And we get right to the top, and then Kirk Stevens scores. And before I knew it, I was right at the front again. It was great. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. Oh, and Swindon in the rain. Was it raining Boxing
Oh,
Day?
Yes,
crikey.
5-0.
yeah.
I went there
yeah,
with Lauren
Yeah.
from Australia.
I met you there.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was a very Lauren Drew, because I know he listens. It was a very wet day, but fantastic game.
5-0, I believe, wasn't it?
5-0, yeah. Anybody else? Should we just get on with the quiz?
Yeah, let's get on with the quiz.
I can't even think. All I was going to say to it was the thing I like around Christmas is the fact that I get so hyped up for all the games, you know, the 3 games within like a week or whatever. I think this is great, and I'm like, at the end of it, I'm like, well, that was shit. Wasn't it?
I just run a couple of these past you. That the guys said we asked you guys what's been your best Christmas fixture, and Ian said Watford 0, Luton 1, and Bristol City, Swansea, and Norwich. We're going to get 4 points from that. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Ed said Swindon away Boxing Day 5-0, sent us top of the table. We go on to achieve promotion. Davey, Chesterfield away on Boxing Day 2004. They were unbeaten at home. Steve Howard had gotten himself suspended for Christmas, so stepped in. Enoch for a last-minute winner. Great scenes in the away end. Weren't you there? I think someone told me they'd win that game. Robin, Sheffield United last year was a good day out. I think away, no points, unfortunately, this season. I think he's talking about the next 3. So the next 2 away, no points. Norwich will be tough at home. I think we're going to beat them. Glenn says, best fixtures were back in old Division 1, playing against the likes of Arsenal at home on Boxing Day. And
because that's when we was talking before we came on air. I'm sure there was one we beat Arsenal 3-0, and I think the Lord God himself, Mick Arthur, got a header, and there was 2 defenders and Lukic just all on the floor, and he's just sort of wheeling away with his arm up. I'm sure that was a Boxing Day one.
yeah, I love Boxing Day fixtures when they're at home. It's a bit more difficult when they're away. Bristol.
Yeah, because you got to find someone sober to drive you.
Well, luckily I have a taxi available, so I'm okay with that. Look, I thought we'd end the pod with, because we haven't done our full-on Christmas special this year at the moment. I thought we'd just have a quick quiz, if that's all right with you boys.
God.
So you've all got a question. You've all got an answer sheet. You've all done a tie-break question as well, just in case we tie. We're going to rattle through these as quick as we can, folks. We'll give you a couple of minutes to think about them as we go, but I'm not going to give you lot a couple of minutes. You just got to get your first answers down. So get ready, get your pens out, and let's go with this Christmas quiz. When the town. So question number 1. It's a football question.
Good.
Pataro's already moved his mic away from him. Jeff Hurst scored a hat-trick in the 1966 World Cup final. Who scored the other goal?
Do you know what?
Jeff Hurst. No, you're just talking to the microphone if you want to talk, man. Jeff Hurst scored a hat-trick in the 1966 World Cup final. Who scored the other goal? Oh, my Lord. I can't see any pens right in here. If you're on YouTube, look at this.
I can't remember.
I think we're at a disadvantage here,
Yes,
Patari.
yes, absolutely.
No, you should know your football history, man. If you're an England supporter, you should know.
I'm not an England supporter. I'm a Luton supporter.
Okay. Who was our top goal scorer? Question 3, because I have to skip 2 because you don't know who the first player was.
You're talking about the England World Cup, are you?
No, I'm not now.
So what question number are we on now then? I'm confused.
We're on. Well, number 2. Let me just ask you our original number 2.
Go on then, please.
So the reason I haven't asked this question is because you haven't written bloody answers down, boys. Oh, okay, you have. So, if you got the goal scorer for the first question, what was unique about him in the final? What was unique about him in the final?
He had lovely hair.
You can do that if you want. So, question 3. I'm going to get you on question 3 now. So, we're talking about Luton Town now. Who was Luton's top goal scorer for 5 seasons in a row? Seasons 2001 to 2 to 2005-6. Who was our top goal scorer? 2001 to 2005-6. At home, just let us know how you go on this quiz as well. Just jot your answers down, ping them on the bottom of the YouTube video. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And if you're listening anywhere else, you can do our socials. Tell us how many you score on this and be honest if you can. Question 4. What minute did Jordan Clark score in the playoff final? We was all there, fellas. Come on.
Yeah, all right. I think it's...
And Jordan Clark, you get a point for any one of these you write down. You get a point for them all, okay? So, question 5. Jordan Clark scored, obviously, at Wembley. There are 8 other players of Luton Town that have scored a goal at Wembley Stadium for Luton Town. Can you name them? If you can write them down.
How many, sorry?
8.
8 goal scorers at Wembley.
Yeah. I'll give you a couple of
Sorry, just in the playoff final, you say, or at Wembley?
At Wembley.
In a playoff game?
No, there are 8 other
ever.
players that have scored at Wembley for Luton Town.
I'm thinking I scored at Man City.
Just take your time. As we say this, it's been a pleasure doing this whole podcast this year with you guys, but you need to really write quickly here if you can.
I was going to say the
Sorry,
same until you sprung this quiz on us.
Yeah.
Did he say a playoff? Sorry, did he say playoff or no playoffs? Just at Wembley?
Oh,
Right,
just-
okay.
Just Wembley.
Sorry,
How many times
as
do
you
you need to-
as you were saying it, Dave, I was just thinking in my head about something. Yeah, well, thinking about that, but if it's gone. So yeah, just Wembley, it's fine.
Yeah, come on. It's a Christmas episode. Come on, boys. So you've got 8 other players. If you're playing along at home, obviously let us know.
8 others apart from Clark.
8 others apart from Clark. I'll give you a couple of seconds to think about that while I try and fill in, because I can see that you're all frantically not writing many.
Come on.
It's funny, isn't it, when you get to an age where you don't remember things.
I can barely find my way home. Yeah.
So there are 8 other players. If you're playing along at home, you can just pause the video right now, or pause the podcast and have a think about
Can
it.
we pause for a minute?
I take it you mean not, obviously not in a penalty shootout as well.
That's a good call.
See, well,
That's a good call.
technically, Dave.
Yeah, no, because
could do that. So
technically they're not counted as goals in the game, are they?
you never said that.
Right.
Scored at Wembley.
Okay, listen, we're going to move on.
I can't
We're gonna
remember
move
his
on.
name. I can't. Why can I not remember his name?
Right, you get a point for everyone that you got right. Okay, so next question 6. From which club did we sign Marlon Beresford in 2004?
Come on.
You see, the Grinch is not doing so well at the moment, is he? He's really thinking hard.
Well, because all these questions you're asking are based on feel-good factors and good experiences for Luton. He likes to sort of embrace the more negative stuff.
Okay, next question, number 7. I think this one is it 7?
Yeah, why not?
okay. What is featured on the white cross on our badge? What is featured on the white? No, Steve, don't look at your tattoos, mate. What is featured on the white cross on our badge? And a continuation of that question for the next one. At home, I know you're going to score more than these guys. What is on the top right of our club badge in the shield?
And that's what I thought you meant, as in.
No, on the white cross. What is on the white cross was the first one. What is in the right top corner of the shield? See, this is good, isn't it? Okay, we're going to move on. At home, I hope you're getting these answers, because I can tell you around it. If you're not watching on YouTube, it's probably time to go over and have a look, because they are not writing many down. Question 9. What is the current capacity, the official current capacity of Kenilworth Road?
I mean, do we get any leeway here?
Yeah, okay, I'll give you within 50. Go every week, boys. You should know this one.
Yeah, but we only take up one seat each. Just in my case, by the way, just one seat there.
Okay.
I was being so rude there.
Yeah.
Question 10. As it's Christmas, how many ghosts show up in the Dickens Christmas Carol?
I've never even seen it.
Right,
read the
I can already tell you
Me
we're going to
neither.
have an argument about this answer.
No, we're not.
Because we both love a pub quiz.
Yeah, okay, but you're going to argue, and I'm going to say you're wrong, because there could be 2 different answers.
There could be.
Yeah, but the one that I've got is the one that's correct.
It's the
so,
pub quiz answer.
okay.
11.
This is my favourite question, Steve.
David Moss.
David Moss.
Whatever the question is, the answer is David Moss.
Okay, no, it isn't. The 3 wise men brought gold, frankincense, and myrrh to the old little Jesus when he was born. But what exactly is myrrh? And Steve, it's not a dangerous animal. Right. The silence is getting on it. So Bataro's just given up.
I don't do it anymore.
Okay, question. You've got to do it, man. We've got a few more left, not many more. What is the 12? What is the surname of Kevin and his family in Home Alone? Bataro, do you not watch television at all? No? You've never seen a film in your
I
life?
don't like Christmas, Dave. You know this.
Yeah, okay then.
He knows it. It's true, though. I don't like Christmas.
Talking of Christmas films, 13. Talking of absolutely guaranteed Christmas films, Die Hard is set in which city?
Which city?
Yeah.
Yes, city is like a big town.
Yeah.
What defines a city?
Cathedral. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
cathedral in the
Yes.
UK, but what about in America?
I don't know. Do they not have cheese in America?
Oh my!
Anyway, moving on.
Oh, Steve, yeah. No.
What are we on now? Listen, I'm just
14.
We're going to get to the end of this.
Hopefully.
What colour suit did Santa wear before Coca-Cola rebranded it to red? What colour suit did Santa wear before Coca-Cola rebranded to red? Two more. I made three more, and they're really quick ones and really quick, easy ones. So we'll get them out of the way as soon as we can.
Says Dave with the answer book in front of him.
Well, listen, I've sat here all day long drinking and writing a quiz. Why wouldn't I? In the song "The 12 Days of Christmas," what was given on the 8th day? Steve, you got to pick a different answer. If you're watching, I've seen what Steve has just written, and I can't even let you have that.
No?
No,
Not even a point for head.
No.
Okay.
Excuse me. Sorry, what?
Question 17. Question 17.
16.
Oh,
You know,
16,
Dave,
yeah,
come
16.
on, man.
I've been drinking. What do you call a female turkey? And it's not Doris. What do you call a female turkey? Steve is now giving up. There are three of Santa's reindeer. Next question. There are three of Santa's reindeer that begin with the letter D. You get a point for each. Go for it.
Sorry, Dave, can you repeat that, please?
Yeah. There are three of Santa's reindeer that begin with the letter D.
Thank you.
What are they? What are their names? Right, in true pub quiz times, can we just switch our papers around? Let's rattle through these answers as quick as we
It's
can.
only 17.
That's it. Yeah, I can't be
I
bothered
got
to do
two, so
anymore.
I've done 17, yeah.
Do you want to swap?
Right, come on, boys.
on,
Hurry
come
up.
on.
We need to go around like that, don't we? We can't swap because then he's got no one to swap with. Oh, come on, give me it.
All right, let's take mine then.
Right. Darren, hand it over.
Oh, Darren.
I'm going to go have a small sleep. I'm going to have a small sleep.
Thank you.
Okay, have we all changed our plans? Right, so we're going to rattle through these answers as quick as we can. So question one, Jeff Hurst scored the first hat-trick and Martin Peters scored the other goal. Oh, come on.
That's my one. That's my one.
Question two, the answer is Martin Peters, the goal scorer, is the only player who got booked in that game.
He wasn't blind, no?
No, he was... Oh, God. Good God, but sorry.
No, that's mine.
What's he?
Oh, it's our top goal scorer. Our top,
Oh, dear.
Oh, come on, it's gone into mayhem now. Our top goal scorer for 5 seasons was Steve Howard.
Yeah, I got one.
Jordan Clark scored in the 23rd minute.
Oh, who put 22? Was it you? Was it?
I put 22.
22.
The 8 other players that have scored for Wembley at Luton is Dave Pacey in 1959 Cup Final, Mick Harford, Brian Steen, Danny Wilson, Chris Martin, Tom Craddock, Claude Napka, Andre Gray.
Oh, the Grey Score at Wembley.
Yeah, against York.
First minute.
Oh, shite. I thought that was at City.
We signed Marlon Beresford from Barnsley.
They're all right, these ones. Who's
Yeah.
who's that there?
Just they're all right.
What does that say?
We haven't got time to have that discussion.
I've got 5.
What is featured on the white cross on our badge is a bee, and the top right of our club badge is a beehive.
Sorry. I can't actually read this right. Sorry.
It's terrible. Do you want me to
Sorry, what does that say?
These young people, you can't trust them.
I couldn't remember.
So is that not...
That's wrong.
Right, hang on a minute. No, Dave, seriously, look at the handwriting, mate, honestly.
It's too
Looks like a
fast.
spider's walked across there.
Thank you.
But Tara, you've got one job. Come on, the capacity currently at Kenilworth Road, and I said I'd give you 50 either side, is 12,056.
Oh, come off
Oh,
it.
mate, you got 12,000.
All right, give him a point for that.
Oh,
It's Christmas.
behave.
It's Christmas. How many goes sharp in the Dickens Christmas Carol? What are you going to say, Darren?
It's 4.
Yeah, the answer is 4.
Thank you.
Well, why was he going to
So
fall out about
aggressive,
it?
though.
Because everybody's going to say
Argument
3.
diverted.
Well, I don't understand why you'd argue that fact ever. There is 4. Why would you write 3? There's 4.
I didn't. I put 4
Yeah, but why wouldn't you?
because everybody says 3.
Because that's stupid.
That's because I've not seen it. Carry on. Next question.
Well, to just clarify, Marley,
Oh, we haven't got time for this, David. You told me. So come
Marley,
on.
future, past,
Present.
present.
Still not interested.
I was going to write this. for the
Steve,
next
it
one.
wasn't a dangerous animal. Myrrh is a resin.
Okay. What, as in resins to be cheerful?
Not cheese.
Part 3.
Okay.
On your smoke.
Shh, come on, let's get on with this because I know it's getting towards the end of this. I want to go to bed now, I think. The surname of Kevin's family in Home Alone was McAllister.
Nice.
Die Hard was set in Los Angeles.
Oh,
Because he was a New York copper.
Santa used to be green.
Green.
Yeah.
There was 8 maids of milking.
Yes.
A female turkey is a hen.
Oh, I put Tershi. Anything for that?
No.
Okay.
And the 3 reindeers that begin with D are Dancer, Dasher, and Donna. And Donna used to be called Donda, just to have effect.
Well, that's
They got
ridiculous.
changed to Donna. So, quickly tot up the scores, boys. Who have you got?
I've got Bataro and he's got 8.
Batara's got 8.
really? That's better than I thought, actually.
6.
Who got 6?
Oh no, I got.
Oh,
I've
hang on
got,
a minute.
Sorry, I've got Steve's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
6.
I got 6. I didn't count yours. Do you count yourself?
Yeah, go on.
Take your time.
Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Oof.
11, 12, 13.
So, the
Nice.
Christmas quiz winner of the podcast is Darren. Well done. The Grinch wins, and well done
What's
to
my
you.
prize? What's my prize?
I'll give you something when you. I don't know, actually. I'll give you that poppy over there. That seems to be sat there. So there we go. Congratulations to you. You get to keep the poppy.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're way off with that. But listen, it's been fun doing the podcast all year with you guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
Predictions.
Oh, predictions for the. We're just doing Bristol City, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3-0. I just feel that we're
Bristol
due. Well, no, to Luton. Do you know what? At the end of the day, we're due an away win. I'd like it Boxing Day. Thank you very much. So let's be realistic and say 3-0 Luton, which isn't realistic, but we'll go with it anyway.
Okay. You writing them down, Darren?
Got it.
Okay. 1-1.
I'll go for a 2-all.
Okay.
I'm also going for a 1-all draw as well.
And Jacob put one up earlier. He said 1-0 to Luton, didn't he? I think.
I don't know.
Okay, well, we'll clarify that at some point.
Can we just a quick round of applause for Bataro, who's currently leading after
you.
getting another correct score.
Oh, well done, mate.
Oh, thank you.
No.
Thank you very much. Don't all clap once, we are.
No.
Cheers, Darren. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you.
It's been a joy doing the podcast all year with you guys, and we've got plenty more to do, following Christmas. I wish you all a fantastic Christmas. Have
Thank
a great
you.
time over Christmas. Let's hope we get 3 points at Bristol. Anybody who's watched us and listened to us and subscribed to us, have a fantastic Christmas. Let's hope for 3 points at Bristol, and we'll see you after that game. Thanks.
See you soon.
Have a good one,
Merry
people.
Christmas,
Thank you
everyone.
very much.